everybody, I am back. Continuing on with some Batman Arkham Origins cutscene reactions. I know I had to skip over last Saturday. Business purposes couldn't make the time out for it. But I'm back now, continuing on with part 2. So, without further ado, let's get it started in here.
Alfred, get GCPD to take a look at the final offer. More to Dixon Docks. They'll find Slade Wilson tied up and waiting for them, along with some of Penguin's illegally obtained weapons.
Another anonymous tip? Will do, sir.
The cops investigating this crime should have a relay station set up. It'll look like a mobile satellite dish, probably on a rooftop.
Rubio, what's your 20?
On the balcony for a smoke with a menace.
Those men on the balcony, that could be my way in.
Shut case. Penguin murdered Black Mask and his lady friend. We found the bastards.
Heavy little fingerprints right by the body.
Yeah, we got Penguin now. Like to see him squirm out of this one.
Brandon, we got the van!
Police believe Penguin murdered Black Mask, but why would he send me here if he was the killer? It doesn't add up. This crime took place days ago. The fire and the exposure to the elements make identifying the victims difficult. The male victim is wearing a black mask, but I can't positively identify him as Roman Sionis without a DNA analysis. Something I can't do in the field. I can identify the female victim based on her fingerprints. Tiffany Ambrose, Roman Sionis' girlfriend, or one of them at least. She was no angel, long list of priors, but nothing to indicate she was the target here. The fire spread as a result of a Molotov cocktail thrown into the room. It may have been intended to destroy evidence. The shallow trajectory of the bullet suggests the shooter could be someone of Penguin's height. But the grooves on the floor suggest that the victim was killed by someone leaning back in a chair.
I remember when this came out and people were reviewing it. This is a long time ago, but I still distinctly remember. And only kind of agree, but kind of don't. Where there's a few people who complain about the detective vision here, with this like rewinding time and all this DNA analysis and all the stuff that he's doing right now. There are people complaining how it's just pretty much at this point less technology and more so magic, where he's just do all sorts of things. And it's like, I can understand, because it seems like he's overly reliant more so on the tech to do most of the heavy lifting of the detective work instead of doing most of it on his own. But I don't know. It's just for me personally. It's like, yeah, I want to buy this from Batman. It's like he's still doing a level of detective work, but yeah, he has the tech to help him out. He doesn't have to do like the very analog way of doing things because it's not the 1940s. This is me personally.
This bullet was fired from a revolver. Ballistics analysis indicates a low angle of trajectory. The shooter could have been someone of Penguin's height, but the pattern in the gunpowder
Yeah, this just
residue
makes it a little
suggests
easy.
the bullet was actually fired by someone lying on the ground. These fingerprints are a match for the Penguin, but they're on top of the soot from the fire. The cops were right. Penguin was in the room, but these prints prove he was here after the murders were committed. If he didn't kill Black Mask, who did? The only thing I know for certain is that Tiffany's shooter was lying on the floor. But why? These white streaks are shoe polish. Whoever shot Tiffany was being dragged along the floor. Besides the victims, there were two other people in the room. Tiffany's shooter, and whoever was dragging the shooter. The location from which the male victim was shot may tell me more. The DNA here doesn't belong to either of the victims. Whose is it? The fight broke out when someone startled the shooter. It's not clear who won the fight. It could have been either one of them. I should review the evidence to see if I can learn anything more about either the intruder or the shooter. Fabric analysis indicates the intruder was wearing a white suit or sport jacket. This fabric swatch could help identify the intruder, but I still can't identify the male victim's shooter. There's one impact area I haven't checked for clues. This DNA is from the female victim. The level of oxidation suggests it's been here for several days. If I review the evidence, I may be able to find out what she was doing when she was attacked. She was sending text messages to Roman Sionis about someone named the Joker. Someone killed Black Mask, but this crime took place several days ago, and I saw Black Mask earlier tonight. The only answers I have raise more questions. Who is the Joker? Was he the killer here, or is he one of the assassins? I have a body, an unknown shooter, and an unknown assailant who attacked the shooter. To match the DNA samples against the records in the National Criminal Database to identify who was in the room. Alfred, I need access to the National Criminal Database.
Well, the only way to do that would be to infiltrate the Gotham City Police Department.
Then that's where I'm going.
Sir, you'd need to physically hack into their servers. If you insist on doing something that foolish, you'll need a powerful, non-lethal weapon. I recommend coming back here to pick up your concussion detonator.
Not a bad idea.
Welcome home, sir. The concussion detonator is on your workbench. Remember, if you use that instead of your fists, you'll do less lasting damage to those police officers and civil servants.
Noted.
guards have been doubled at police precincts since Loeb's murder. You'll need to find a way to sneak in that won't attract attention. Otherwise, you'll never make it to the server room.
Understood. Thanks.
Yeah, probably another water pipe bursting. Love to go take a look, but, you know, my shift's over. Loeb understood. The problem is Gordon ain't a team player.
This won't be easy, but if I'm going to access the National Criminal Database and find out what happened at Lacey Towers, I need to find the server room without being discovered.
Sign me up for that.
There's 8 assassins in town tonight. From the info we've been gathering, they're among the most dangerous criminals on record. Period. After interrogating Waylon Jones, we've learned that they're all competing for a huge bounty, which Black Mask has offered for the head of the Bat.
Where do I sign up?
I thought he was a ghost. All right, cut the chatter, people. Our goal is to ensure order in this city. So our #1 priority becomes bringing in the Bat before these assassins get to him. Now, the closer it gets to morning, the more desperate the assassins will grow.
Yeah, well, they were supposed to be guarding the crime scene, not...
Must you be so brutal, sir? These are city employees.
They're as corrupt as they come, and they're in my way.
I wish you'd think twice about that approach, sir. You never know when you might need their help. At any rate, your objective is the GCPD server room. I've marked it on your map.
Yeah, he probably put like over 2,000 people in traction over his years of being Batman.
Who's attacking?
I won't stand a chance against that many armed men. I can use Deathstroke's remote claw to pass above their heads undetected.
Alright, listen up. While you jokers were playing cleanup crew at Blackgate, I was making us some money. I worked out a deal with our pal Black Mask. If any of us can kill the Bat before the assassins get to him, we get the bounty. All $50 million of it. And for those of you who ain't too good with the math, that means we all retire early.
Nice. That's what I'm talking about. Let's take him down then. Yeah. What are we waiting for?
Enough! We only get one night to get this time. Whatever they
I've got to be
fix up,
quiet, so those SWAT officers don't hear me.
#1 priority. That clear?
Yes, sir. All clear.
Clear as day, sir. You got it. Sir, yes, sir.
Questions? Got him out.
So what does this disruptor of yours do?
Little bit of this, little bit of that. Mostly, though, it does a whole lot of none of your damn business.
Oh, you want to play it like that? All right. Maybe I'll have the guys over at Evidence Lockup take a look. They can get kind of rough, though. Hope it's not fragile.
You want to play hardball, buddy? How's about I tell my cousin at the Gazette about the payments you boys been extorting from Penguin and the like?
Scum like you's got a cousin at the Gazette. You expect me to believe that?
Don't see you calling Evidence Lockup now.
Not you again.
Talk, or you won't be walking anywhere, ever.
No way. You gotta answer for dropping me off that rooftop, buddy.
No, you have to answer to me. How does this disrupt?
Swear to me.
Ask one of the pigs. They got it in Evidence Lockup.
How about we take a little walk up to the roof?
Okay, you win. It jams weapons, overrides electronic locks, all right? Now you gotta let me go.
How'd that work out for you last time?
He is the worst kind of criminal. The kind who thinks their actions are justified. who acts completely outside the system.
The system is broken.
Barbara, wait.
Alfred, I can't access the evidence locker. I need an alternate route.
The evidence locker, sir? Well, according to these schematics, it adjoins an old elevator shaft which you can access via the infirmary. You should be able to break in from there. I've added it to your map.
It's gonna look like an accident, like Gordon lost control. What we need is a classic prison riot.
You want a riot? Let me out.
Easy, Tiger. Cameras around here.
Watch the feet!
I love the combat system in this game.
He's come for us! Hey, you broke my arm, you know that? I hear there's a huge price on your head. Come to turn it in.
Good, you've made it to the infirmary. Now look for an entrance to an old elevator shaft. That will take you to the evidence locker.
Got it. Now I should be able to bypass the security on the server room door.
Kill those damn things!
The only way to get through is to use the disruptor.
They're gonna let us out, or we'll make our own way out! Yeah. How about that? This ain't such a bad Christmas after all! Say goodnight, Pig!
They're gonna have to last out now. Got us hostage.
Where the hell are the rest of the cops?
Maybe the back killed them all.
Who knows how to jimmy this lock? Now you've done it!
Priority 1. Our 622 is confirmed in the holding cell, but also hearing that the right has stopped. Need a team down there to confirm.
250, charging!
Clear!
Clear!
622 has left the holding
I got a pulse.
All right, call it in. Let's get him to Gotham General.
Will do. As soon as you stabilize.
Easy. I need access to the National Criminal Database.
It's right here.
You must spend a lot of time here.
Yeah, Barbara looks better in this game than any of the other games in the Arkham
home
franchise.
box. You're bypassing the network security. But you'll need to physically bridge the intranet to the external telecom wires if you want to uplink remotely.
This kind of knowledge could get a young girl into a lot of trouble.
They run under the building.
What does?
The telecom wires. You can access them through the sewers. Wait. Why do you do what you do?
Because I made a promise. Get out of here.
Hold your fire!
You idiots, it's me! What are you thinking?
Who are you talking to in
Alfred, I'm on my way out, but before I can access the server remotely, I need to hack into the telecom wires under the GCPD.
You should be able to access them from the sewers which run below the building. I'll peg the closest entrance on your map.
There he is!
I don't want to hurt you, but you need to stay out of my way.
Never.
Listen, I'm on your side.
My side? My side works within the law. My side doesn't leave suspects with broken bones and missing teeth. We've earned Gotham's respect.
If that were true, I wouldn't believe you.
Gordon, clear the line of fire!
Hold your fire. If he moves, take him down. You've got nowhere to run.
Move, Gordon! I'm taking him down!
I've highlighted a nearby manhole on your map. Those sewer tunnels lead directly under the GCPD.
Good work, Alfred.
Oh, and, sir, do try to keep out of the muck down there. Remember who has to clean your suit.
Strange. These are Black Mask's men. Not the kind of guys I'd expect to find running around in the sewers.
Could be worse. At least he sent an expert martial artist to protect himself.
What's his legs? I give up!
Master Bruce, you are directly beneath the GCPD. The telecom wires should be right under your nose.
Alfred, confirm we now have access to the National Criminal Database.
Connection confirmed. You can now perform DNA analysis. I'm also sending over the police file for the Lacey Towers case.
This photo is from the day of the murder. It's a perfect match. The DNA tells more of the story. But here's something the police overlooked. Roman Sionis owns the Gotham Merchants Bank. And he installed biometric security only he could access. Alfred, I have enough information to solve the Lacey Towers case. Here's what happened.
Here's what happened.
By now, Gotham PD thinks Roman Sionis is dead. The casualty of a turf war. Murdered by the Penguin. But I know better. Someone spooked Sionis' girlfriend. So he sent her to his safe house. which was anything but safe. Sionis showed up later, ready for trouble, and found it. Or so it seemed. Roman's always been paranoid. That's probably why he's lasted this long. He'd sent in a decoy, giving himself the element of surprise, but it wasn't enough. There was a fight. Sionis lost. The killer didn't hesitate to shoot the decoy, but he wanted Roman alive to access the cash stored at the Gotham Merchants Bank. With Sionis under control, all that remained was to tie up loose ends. But it wasn't the fire that killed Sionis' girlfriend. What kind of monster forces a man to kill the ones he loves? The Joker. He's the shadow I've been chasing. And now I know where he's going next. Gotham Merchants Bank.
Give me whatever you have on the Joker.
Alfred, see if you can find any information on someone named the Joker.
Searching now, sir. There doesn't seem to be anything coming up. What do you know about him?
Not much, but he's taken Black Mask hostage.
Hostage? So Sionis isn't dead?
I don't think so. From what I can tell, he's worth more to the Joker alive. The Joker wants to use him to break into the Gotham Merchants Bank. I'm on my way there now. Bodies everywhere. The Joker may still be here, in the vault. I should use caution. They're all dead. There's something more sinister going on here.
Think you can just waltz under my bank, huh?
Roman, I'm here for the Joker.
The Joker? Never heard of him. How about you, dog? Know the Joker?
The who?
And you, sir? Name Joker ring a bell?
You son of a bitch! You think you can steal from me? You got away with it? You're a dead man. Dead! Can't you just play along?
You're insane!
It's been you this whole time. You hired the assassins. You've been running Sionis' operation.
Well, technically it's my operation now. Isn't that right, boys?
You got me. Now let her go.
Oh, life would be so simple if you were all I wanted. No, you're just a teeny little distraction compared to what I've got up my sleeve. Here, have a laugh on me. Do you hear that? Sounds like 8 tiny reindeer.
She's dead.
I'm telling you, he ain't there.
I'm sorry. It must be a bad connection. I thought you say that right. Shot him.
If he was dead, there'd be a body. There ain't no body.
Well, since I know that's impossible, I'm going to let you reconcile my vision of reality with your version of reality. And because your pea brain can't parse big words, I'll translate it into thug speak for you. Kill the bat, or I'll kill you!
Any sign of him?
The Joker knows I survived the explosion. I need to hurry before he kills Sionis. Or anyone else.
Don't make no sense. He's shot, injured. So many places could he be hiding? Maybe he ain't injured.
For a bunch of top-as-nails street cops, you sure go down. So much for my crack team of vicious mobsters. The only things I hear cracking are tibias and fibulas.
Please! Stop!
Where's the Joker going?
Guy's nuts, man. Killed about a quarter of Black Mask's men when they wouldn't take orders from him.
Unless you want to join them, talk.
He said something about the steel mill.
That's Sionis' mill.
It's Joker's mill now. Ain't no way you're getting in there.
I didn't ask for your opinion. Alfred, pull schematics on Sionis Industries' steel mill. Joker's taken Sionis there. He's going to kill him. Unless I get there first.
This Joker sounds dangerous.
He's taken over Black Mask's operations and slaughtered the men who wouldn't turn. He's the one who hired the assassins.
And it must be he who ordered the bombing of the GCPD. Oh, dear Lord. Shouldn't you think about letting the police handle this one?
Not a chance. He's mine.
You know, I also kind of like how in each of the games, as the story progressed, Batman's outfit gets more and more tattered and torn.
A bit late, Alfred. I'm about to get my hands on Black Mask. And maybe the Joker, too.
Right. Well, it's ready to go, should you need it.
This is like that scene in a horror movie where you know the monster is just outside the house. And we're the dumbasses stuck in the house. Here comes the man. He's supposed to. What's wrong with this guy?
I need to hack that computer so I can find the security code for the door. Alfred, I'm uploading data from one of Black Mask's servers. I need codes to bypass the security door in the loading dock.
Receiving it now, sir.
Interesting. Sionis had a pacemaker implanted. It says here he had prolonged QT syndrome. Anything that raises his heart rate could trigger cardiac arrest. Sionis was having the Joker followed. These photos show him obtaining chemicals used in making explosives. If I find Sionis, he'll know what the Joker's planning.
Sir, I found the security codes you were looking for. You have access to the building now. Master Bruce, looking through Sionis' files, I found reference to a chemical similar to the compound you need for your glue grenade. I'm going to try to synthesize it in our lab. If it works, I'll have a prototype for you as soon as the resin cures.
Good. I'll need it. The more I learn about the Joker, the more I realize there's something very different about him.
It's like we're destined to do this forever. In a series of comics and movies and TV shows.
What was that? I'll need to find a way inside that room.
Come on. Why are you messing with the crate? We're supposed to be locking this place down. But serious. Knock it off! Okay, let me shut it down.
Too much time.
That's him, people. Get ready.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I want him dead, you understand? Deader than dead. He gets past us and any of you that survive will wish you were deader than dead too.
I can take it. He's a real brawler. This should blow my... Okay, let's make it easy.
In the face.
Looks like the crane shorted out. I've got to find a way to get through that wall.
I distinctly remember the very first time I played this when I was young.
That's more like it.
I was totally confused that you need to grapple to push that thing again. I was sitting there like scrambling and getting stuck. I had to go online and eventually it became obvious.
Who did this? I can use my evidence scanner to examine the body for clues. No signs of assault. Huh. His system is shut down. Acute toxicity. He's been poisoned. They're holding Sionis in here somewhere.
What do you say, Joe? Should we let him out? Let me think. He did give us that raise he promised us. Oh, wait. No, he never did. That's right. How could I have forgotten? When I get out of here, I'm gonna kill both of you. Whoa! With my own hand. Waiting for something.
Get me out of this thing. Where's the Joker?
Go to hell.
Wrong answer. By my count, there are still 9 more ribs I can break.
You think that'll make me talk? After what he's put me through, the torture, turned my men on me, stole from me, murdered my woman, he's my kill, not yours!
I can control your pacemaker remotely. You want to see what 250 beats per minute feels like?
You wouldn't.
Copperhead.
Tell him and I'll pay you whatever you want. Make him suffer out there.
An empty promise from a fallen king. I know about the Joker.
Couple of freaks. You two deserve each other.
What did you do to me?
I killed you. And in a few more minutes, your body will realize it. That's it. Use your strength. With every effort, you hasten your end.
Must scan the room for Copperhead's poison. Female perspiration. Copperhead came this way. I need is one drop of poison. There. It's a powerful neurotoxin. Alfred, uploading analysis of a neurotoxin. I need you to synthesize an antidote.
Your vitals are off the charts. What happened? Never mind. Just get up to ground level so I can send in an airdrop. And after this, you're coming back here so I can have a look at you.
Almost in each one of these games, they have to throw in a hallucination type of thing. Since the Scarecrow mission in Arkham Asylum was such a big deal, every one of these other Arkham games has to have some kind of similar vibe to that. Which I think they all did a pretty good job.
What would your father say if he could see you now? Throwing away your family's hard-earned fortune on these frivolous nightly escapades. And for what? You're not this city's savior. You're a Wayne. And a spoiled, wasteful disappointment of a Wayne at that. Have you forgotten what your family name stands for? You disappoint me. You disappoint.
Please. Some... You could have saved me. If you'd only come sooner. What were you doing? You're no hero. A real hero would have saved me.
How many more must perish before you realize? Savior, you're a curse upon this city, a plague on all of Gotham. Leave us alone! We were better off without you. I'd still be alive without you. Is that the best you can do?
You are not gonna like what comes next. Tell me, Batman, how will you defeat the phantoms of your mind? Then I will.
doing, Batman?
Sir, the drop container has arrived. Can you see it?
I see it.
You think you're cured? My poison is still in your veins and it will remain there as long as you live. Which won't be very long. You think these ties will hold me?
Maybe not. I'd like to see you get out of this.
I know where he is. The Joker.
Tell me.
He's called a meeting. All the assassins will be there. When you set me free, I'll tell you where.
Thanks. I owe you one.
Wait! I can tell you the location.
You already did. Alfred, send GCPD an anonymous tip. Tell them to look inside the shipping containers at the steel mill.
Does that mean you've dealt with Copperhead, sir?
Yes, and I'm about to deal with the Joker.
I don't think that's wise after what you've just been through. You should come back here for medical...
Not now, Alfred. Electrocutioner's gloves emit a powerful electromagnetic signal which I can follow with my scanner. He'll lead me right to the Joker. But I need to get out of the steel mill first. I should destroy the canister before moving on. I need to destroy that canister. Alfred.
Sir?
I'm uploading a chemical sample. I need you to run a scan of the city. Look for high concentrations of the compound. Find the source, and I can shut it down.
Certainly. I'll alert you as soon as I've found something.
There. I just need to track the signal to his location.
Alright, I think I'll end the video here. Making good headway. It's just been a long time. 10 minutes short of an hour, typically. I might pop into stray some games later if I'm feeling up to it, but don't quote me on that. But I will see you all soon. And drop a comment below. Let me know what you guys think of Batman Arkham Origins. And I'll see you all later. Peace.